Alright guys, what's going on? So right now, we are checking out a crazy cool abandoned school. This is probably the coolest school that I've ever explored. So much historical stuff is still in here. They have an entire section of the school that has all the original woodwork, all the original old wood desks, old wood floors. It's just really cool. So the school was more than likely built in the early 1900s. There is a sign in the hallway that I saw that said 1903. So that's what I'm guessing the old portion of the school was built. Yeah, let me show you guys around because this place is really cool. This is the beginning of one portion of the school. There's two of them. So one of them is a little bit newer. This one was probably built sometime in the 40s. I think it was an extension, maybe 30s. But even look at the exit signs up there. That's so cool. Damn. This is one of the two gyms. This one's a little bit newer, and the older one is all wood. And that's probably the coolest one. So one of the portions of the school, they actually seem to have turned into some sort of antique mall or a thrift shop. They would take the classrooms and they're just full of old stuff with price tags on them and display cases like this one here. So I'm going to take you down the halls and show you each room. It's really strange how they converted this old school into a shop. This looks like there was like a bed set up. Looks like someone was living in here. It's kind of strange. It says welcome home. Set up like a daycare, a bunch of little kids' toys all around. Wait a minute, this is a house. It's like set up exactly like a house. Look at this, like a living room. Okay, this is kind of bizarre. Because I know this school was turned into some sort of like dirt mall or thrift shop, antique mall, something like that. But now there's like a living quarters of it. I'm thinking maybe the owner of the school that turned it into the mall lived back here or something, but I can't say for sure. Some pretty nice beams up there. Don't think those are structural. Let's see. Smashed them through that brick up there, but yeah, this is straight up someone's house. Like someone was definitely living here. It's not just set up like one, there's actually stuff like personal affects in the drawers. Let's see what's in this nightstand here. Ooh, gross. I think there was a mouse living in there. Oh, okay. I reckon it was a man living here. Yeah, just really bizarre. I've seen schools that were turned into antique malls and stuff, but never seen one with a house in the back. This is definitely one of the more bizarre schools that I've been in that's abandoned. It's just so much random things. There's somebody's house is here. This is like somebody's bed. Someone lived here. And then you got the antique mall, and there's just old stuff like these pinball machines scattered all over the place. Like, look at that. Here's another room. Again, tons of stuff stored. This almost looks like it's still set up like a school. They might have stored all the books, textbooks and stuff, games, all that. Which makes you think the person that bought the school probably bought it with everything still inside. Had to consolidate it somewhere before setting up the antique mall. Even the letters, probably hand-shaped. If you take a look here, you'll see a lot of vintage items, all with price tags on them. This one's $4. This old mug is $2. Even had an old radio, $5. Man, I'd buy that. That's pretty cool. Some purses still on the shelves, or the racks. There he is.
Sir?
We split up a little bit. It's my buddy Max. I'm gonna put his link in the description. Pretty sure he's filming a video, right?
Huh?
You're filming a video here, right?
Hell yeah.
Sweet. So this is probably one of the more impressive, well-kept rooms in the antique mall. Still a ton up on these shelves, untouched. Now, from what I hear, this place closed down somewhere around 2012. I don't know if that's when the school closed or if that's when the antique mall closed, because it could have closed in 2012, the school portion. Someone turned it into an antique mall and then it closed maybe a couple years later, but I'm not sure. Tons of clothing. Baby clothes here on these racks. Even hats hanging up. See how much they are. $2. Spider-Man hat, $2, moldy and ripped. It's a deal, guys. Need any DVDs? Watch some movies? They got you covered. Some magazines too. Thought this room was really neat. The old school's library. And all the books are still left in here. Even a TV, a couple of them actually. Boxcar children books. Whole rack of them. Look at that. I remember reading these when I was a kid. I think my grandma had some of them. Even out in the hallway, check it out. Boys' clothing, girls' clothing. And probably one of the original water fountains to the building. Porcelain. Got one of those little covers on it. So while I like the little antique shop area of this school, the portion of the school that I'm most excited about is going to be the one with the classrooms that are still intact. It's going to be in the older portion of the school, so we're going to have to head over there, right down this hallway. I was already there and it was so incredible, so take you guys over. What an incredible gym. Look at this place. Still set up for a dance. This might be one of the oldest gyms that I've been inside that's preserved this well. It's just wild how they still have the wood rafters up there, the wood benches, the wood floors, everything. Still intact. Gonna head up these stairs. Rickety old stairs. So down here is the locker rooms. And I went down there with Max once. Head down there again. It's pretty cool because it's like a maze down here. So this is underneath the main gym. And yes, it does have some creepy vibes. Very creepy vibes. Noticeably cooler down here as well, temperature-wise. We got the showers on the wall. Look at that, an arched doorway. Very cool. Some more showers. Changing area. hang your clothes up on these racks and hooks. And back up we go. And here we are at the oldest portion of the building. Now the classrooms on this first floor aren't as cool as the ones upstairs. There is still some stuff left in them, but they're not all set up. It's more of like they stored the tables and chairs in there. Yeah, this one's a little cool. But the ones upstairs are awesome. They still have all the desks set up. So let's head up there now and take a look. What's this? Looks like a bathroom with wood stalls. Holy crap, I didn't go into this one. Hands down the oldest bathroom I've seen. Definitely. I've never seen wood stalls like this. Holy cow. And look at the toilets. Probably almost just as old. Dang. This is really cool. Like, really cool. It's a freaking bathroom, but get me excited. Look at that. Like, the work that went into making all these. They're still here to this day. Over 100 years later. Because the school was built in '03. And what's also weird to see in these old buildings is how tall the ceilings are. Even in the bathrooms, especially the hallways. Hallways always have that super tall ceiling. And what people would do when they would own these old buildings is they'd put a drop ceiling in to save on like heating and air conditioning. You can pretty much split the cubic square feet that you have to heat and cool down just by putting one in. So this is what you're seeing here. There is a portion of the original ceiling that you can still see, but I have to go upstairs to show you guys that. Just a really cool view from the stairwell. And they are really wide. Probably about 5 feet across. Another drop ceiling in here. This drop ceiling more than likely was made just to hide some vents and electrical, because they could have lowered it a lot more. And here's what I was talking about. Tin ceiling tiles up here. That's the original. It's a shame they covered it, but yeah, it's the electrical. Here we have the science rooms. Super low to the ground, like those sinks and water fountains. This looks like one of those fumigator things. I don't even know what you'd call them. But it would have a vent at the top. Yep. See a little hole? They'd probably have an airflow going through there with a fan. You would do your experiments in this thing, take all the fumes up so they don't inhale them. Wow. Here's another amazing classroom. Probably my favorite in the whole school. Just look at that lighting. Even those colors, like the green and yellow, they're not really colors that you see nowadays. They're kind of pastel-y, a little washed out. Headed to the front of the class. And compared to schools nowadays, these rooms are really, really big. Super tall, super wide. Weird. Just notice this transom here. I could probably close that actually. Look, the little lever's there. Here, I'm gonna set the camera down and try and do it. Give her a shot. I guess you just pull this. Maybe push it. It was just as easy to get out. Yeah, locks in place too. Look at that. It's a huge pane of glass. Whoa. Take a look out. That's pretty cool. A lot of wasps in there though. Super hot up here too. I'm definitely gonna get down. Another classroom off that main one. This one's a little smaller. Half the amount of desks. Still fantastic woodwork remaining. Even just around these, I guess these used to be windows, they filled them in. It's just a lot of work to put into a building. Glad it's still around. And here we have the blue room. A lot less light coming into here, and a lot of blue paint. Almost feels colder just because of the colors in here. Even the radiators are blue. Alright guys, I think that's gonna wrap this one up. If you enjoyed, definitely, as usual, drop a like. Consider subscribing if you do want to see more explores just like this one. Yeah, this place was fascinating. From the old original woodwork in the gym to the old wing, it's just crazy. And all these desks left here, it's just a really cool thing to see. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.